everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a June favorites video, so I'm going to be going through some of my favorite items and activities and music and books and other things from June that have been just making me happy and reminding me of the season we're in. I love watching other people's monthly favorites videos, so I'm really excited to be making one this month. And June is also one of my favorite months, so very exciting. And I also wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I made a video about a week ago about Denmark. It was kind of an ode to the country and all of the great lessons it's taught me over the years that I've been traveling there. And it was pretty well received, I would say. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna get started. I made a list on my phone of all my June favorites and then just kind of went around my house and gathered everything and piled it on this chair. So I'm just gonna go through in the order of the pile. My first favorite is this Stila eyeliner. I don't know, it's just a fun light summery makeup item. It's hard to wear a full face of makeup in the summer. I don't like to wear one any time of year, so just small little details are fun to add and lightweight. So I don't know, I like this. I always keep it in my makeup bag, and I don't remember to put it on every day, but if I'm feeling extra moody or I want to be a little different, then I will remember to throw this on, and I'm always happy to see it there in my bag. Great makeup item for hot, muggy days. Next up are these Kasugai Frutia grape candies. So I just got an H Mart in my city, and I've been a little obsessed. We do have several other local Asian grocery stores, so I've had access to these for years, but the H Mart is just really close by, and it has so many other items I'm interested in. I just end up going there more frequently than I ever went to our other Asian groceries. So I've been getting these and just keeping a few in my bag. Also, I guess this can be a June favorite, iced coffee. When I was in Denmark, iced coffee was pretty hard to come by. But I also didn't need it because it was cool there. And ever since I've gotten back to the States, it's been between 85 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit and just extremely muggy. If you're based in Denmark, I think the degree and kind of heat that we've been experiencing here in the Midwestern United States is just something you don't get in Denmark. You really don't get it. It's been pretty unbearable, but iced coffee makes it all better. So yeah, I love having iced coffee. Next up, you already know, Crocs. Yeah, I've worn these quite a bit already. I got these the day I arrived back home from Denmark because I had kind of been wanting a pair for a while, but then I thought, are they just corny, and I don't know, are they really gonna be the right shoe for me? They're not very supportive. I thought they weren't stylish for a while, but then I saw so many girls wearing Crocs in Copenhagen, with socks, barefoot, dressed up, dressed down, just so many different ways of wearing Crocs. It inspired me, and these were on sale, and I just think that the color is super versatile. And with this heat wave we've been having, it's been so nice to just slide these on before I go out the door instead of having to I don't know, shove a sandal onto my sweaty foot, or a sock and a sneaker. I know that's gross, but you know, Crocs are great. So I'm really happy to have these. Next up, going with the shoe theme, I have these. These are my new Hoka Bondi 9 running shoes. Already got a little dirty, unfortunately, but yeah, I've been really happy with these. I also bought these upon returning from my time in Denmark, and I've run probably like, I don't know, 10 miles in them so far, not too much. My running game has been off because of this heat wave, but the cushion is just on a whole nother level. I had cushiony shoes like this from Ultra before that I was using, and I don't know, I thought those were great, and then I tried these and it just really blew me away. So I don't know what to say. I've been very pleased. They make running super easy, super comfortable. I feel like I'm not ruining my joints as quickly when I wear these. And I do also like the kind of monochromatic look. Yeah, the one drawback is that they get dirty pretty easily, but you know, that's okay. It happens. So yeah, I would encourage you to look into these shoes if you're in the market for new running shoes. It's overkill. So one of my pet peeves, I'm just gonna say, one of my pet peeves is when people wear like true kind of heavy duty overkill running shoes just like to the grocery store. Like this was a $170 pair of shoes, and they were made specifically for running on pavement, like, you know, distance running. And I don't know, I don't like when people wear these in public. You see it a lot in the States. You never see it in Denmark, but you see it a lot in the States. And I just have this, this feeling about fashion, especially in the States, and the wave of athleisure, that we're all like walking around in clothing that is just over-engineered for what we're using it for. And you know, I understand that people want to be comfortable, and it's fine. This is not like a major gripe, but I just like, it's just a pet peeve, right? Pet peeves are stupid. So this is just a stupid little note, but I don't like wearing clothes that I feel are over-engineered. Anyway, that's my rant. I love these for running. Next up, I have these three little, I guess, woven reeds or wicker bowls that I literally found on the side of the road a few days ago, but they are just so gorgeous. They're in perfect condition, and I can't wait to like serve bread in these, or use one to keep my keys in before I go out the door. I don't know, I love bowls. I'm a sucker for bowls. It's a weird thing to say, but I'm just so happy I found these. Okay, next up is a book. So I haven't really talked about it that much on this channel, but I am a doctoral student. I'm studying urban planning and public health, and I know that both in the United States and in Denmark, if you're in the academy, there is a lot of pressure to publish. This pressure exists worldwide, no matter where you are in the academy. And so in order to publish, you need to be able to write. And that's why I have this book called How to Write a Lot by an academic. And it's just really simple, easy steps that we can all take to kind of incorporate writing into our daily routine. And by writing every day, or writing every day is the only way you can really get better at writing. So this helps you incorporate writing into your daily routine. I think if you're in like the private sector, maybe using ChatGPT is a little bit more normalized and you can get away with it easier. But for academic writing, ChatGPT is a big no-no. There are AI detectors, and it would just kind of be a breach of the social contract, I think, to write a paper, an academic paper using AI, even in small ways. I think it's fine to use it as a thesaurus. I do that sometimes, but like if AI is doing any of the writing for you, it's a big no-no. People do it anyway, but I just don't believe in it, and I want to get better at writing, and I also want to get better at speaking. I think the two kind of go hand in hand, but part of why I'm doing this YouTube channel is to get better at speaking, and I feel pretty off today. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm off my game, off my speaking game today, but I'm still gonna film this video and post it and see what happens. Okay, next up I have some beauty items. So the first one is this Kosas foundation. I have never been a foundation girl. Never in my life have I worn foundation regularly, okay? Until I found this. I went out looking for this because I just started to notice that like I had some weird hyperpigmentation in my face and some acne scarring, and I just wanted my face to be all the same color basically. And I would love to do something about the texture of my skin too. I have a lot of like visible kind of texture issues due to acne scarring. This doesn't really help with that, but it does address the color issue, and it does that just brilliantly, I think. I don't get that cakey orangey look that I always did when I had tried foundation in the past. This just gives me like the most beautiful looking skin I've ever had in my whole life, and I'm so happy. And it's really easy to apply. Just use a tiny little drop on each cheek and then kind of mix it in with my moisturizers and serums that I put on in the morning. And I've been really happy with it. So let's see if I can get any more information. This is Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation with SPF 25. And I'm wearing the color Light and Cool 180 with pink undertones. I guess that means I have pink. It's for people with pink undertones. It doesn't have pink undertones, although I could be wrong. I don't really know. Next up is this Rhode Barrier Butter. It's just the thickest, creamiest moisturizer I've ever tried. I'm not gonna show you because I already have my makeup on, but yeah. Just pop this on in the morning with some serum and some sunscreen, and I get this thick creamy layer on my face, and then it's all ready for me to put the foundation on. So I love this. I don't know how I'll ever run out of this. I just use a tiny little drop, put it on, and it's really creamy. It's not watery, which I like a watery moisturizer at night that kind of soaks into my skin. But for the day, I like something that's gonna be kind of creamy and oily all day to give me a glow and also make me feel like I have a really strong barrier over my skin. The last makeup skincare item is this Kate Somerville Exfoliate Daily Gentle Cleanser. Excuse me. I use this every night usually to help me take my makeup off and get my skin all super clean for bedtime. And then I'll just use like a bar soap in the morning to sort of wash my face. But anyway, I use this at night to clean my face, long story short. And I've been getting a lot of acne on my like chin and jawline the past year for some reason. I think it has something to do with like working out more. It's not PCOS. I've checked on that. I was concerned about that, but it's not PCOS. I'm 28, so it's like weird to be getting acne. But yeah, I've had acne on my chin and jawline and neck for the past year. Never had that before in my life. I mean, I had acne like on my face, but not below my chin. Anyway, this helps a lot. I've noticed a really big difference, and also the other like Eradicate products, the products from the Eradicate line by Kate Somerville are really good, and they've helped me keep this acne in check. So I just really appreciate this, and I look forward to using it every night. Let's see how it smells. Yeah, it has a pleasant smell. It smells a little bit caustic, which, you know, I kind of want in like an acne product. So it's not overwhelmingly just relaxing and like herbal smelling. It's got a little bit of caustic edge to it, but you know, it is an acne treatment product. So actually I wanted to do items like non-physical items. So one is music. I have really taken a turn from my sort of indie rock phase that I was in for several months when I was living in Austin. And now I'm into, I guess, world music is maybe what you would call it, although I don't like that classification because I feel like Americans have a tendency to refer to any music that is not American as world music, and we just like toss it all into the same bucket. But so I guess I should be more specific. I've been listening to like a lot of Tuareg rock, so it's just like kind of traditional music and infused with rock bass lines and rhythms from Northern Africa. A lot of that. I've been listening to a lot of kind of 80s rock from the Middle East. Just like the guitar solos are so new and brilliant to me, and the vocals to the melodies just like way more melodically complex than Western music, even though kind of the bass line and the rhythms are pretty similar and maybe taking some inspiration from Western music. But anyway, what else? I guess like ambient nature inspired beats. There's this like this viral sound/song on TikTok called Bittern that I've been listening to a lot, and it's just like a beat and a melody made out of you know, birdsong, and it kind of reminds me of Chessol, which is a brilliant French kind of ambient musician. I don't know. I gotta get into my Anthony Fantano persona when I talk about these next month. But anyway, yeah, lots of good music. I'm just like sort of looking outward after spending time in Denmark and then coming home and having all of these events in the headlines kind of taking me out of the States, taking me out of the West, making me feel closer to people around the world who are suffering at the hands of my country. I just felt like, I mean, it wasn't really a conscious decision. My natural taste sort of left the Western hemisphere, if that makes sense. And I've always been a fan of world music. I've always had phases where I've listened to it more. I had parents who were really awesome about just giving me a super musical childhood with incredible live music experiences, and just introducing me to genres that most Americans don't ever learn about. So I'm really grateful to my parents for teaching me about music and setting me up to be able to enjoy all of this music. But yeah, I was really stuck in like an American indie rock phase for several months, like the entire first half of 2025. And that was in part due to being in Austin, where that's just like how you feel a lot of the time. Like you're so embedded there, you're in the belly of the beast, you're in the center of Texas, you're in the one of the capitals of country music, you know, and it just like fits the vibe so well there. But now I'm not there anymore, so that's probably part of why my taste shifted as well. And the other non-physical item is volleyball. So I bought a volleyball at the beginning of the summer, and I've been playing with it, and it's so fun. It's a great workout. I love to just go to the park with Dan, and we do this thing called pepper, which is where you go bump, set, spike, you know, just between two people. And you try to keep the volley going as long as possible with that order of moves. I played a little bit of volleyball in like middle school, so I have the basics down, and I just really enjoy the feeling of playing volleyball. And now I'm gonna move on to my clothing items, okay? So I just have two. The first one is this skirt by COA NYC. I think it stands for like Cause of Affairs. I don't know, that sounds wrong, but I'll make sure it's clear for y'all. And it's just this purple viscose skirt, super adjustable. I mean, this had to have been made from like dead stock fabric, right? It's just such a simple pattern. I could make this probably, but anyway, they made it. The point is they made it, and it's great, and I didn't make it, so they deserve the credit. But yeah, I don't know, it's great as a swimsuit cover up. It's this awesome bright purple color. I love purple. And it's also great as just a standalone skirt. So it's lightweight, you know, I don't know. There's just nothing better than like a lightweight, bright colored, versatile item for the summer. And the last item of the entire favorites video, I think, is this striped button up from Weekday, and I'll show some shots of me wearing both of these items, but I've talked about this in previous videos. It's just like a really lightweight, starchy, poplin feeling fabric in a nice little pinstripe from the Swedish fast fashion brand Weekday. I got this in Denmark. It's been way too hot to wear this since I got back in the States, but for the first half of June, I was wearing this all the time, buttoned all the way up, unbuttoned, partially buttoned. And here's just a little bonus favorite. This is the dress I've been wearing in the video. It's from the brand R13, and it is the most gorgeous, flowy, summery fabric. That is my June favorites. Really hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Give me more constructive feedback. It's okay. I have a thick skin. I can handle it. I'm working on a vlog from this week that features some, you know, kind of red hot American summer vibes. I don't mean the movie, I just mean like literally red hot American summer, because that's what my life is right now. But yeah, just clips from like the farmer's market, clips from biking, clips of volleyball, a little bit of cooking, clothing haul. I'll talk about this dress. Stay tuned for a vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.